the two witnesses of God. By the premises of physics, for every effect, there is a cause, a premise which is even cited in Greek literature of over 2,500 years ago. This premise is even at the foundation of evolution. Evolution is a response called adaptation to the environment, cause and effect. By that obvious and provably true premise, speech, derived from rational processes, could only evolve if the universe was spoken. Proof of this is that everything is defined as a relative difference within correlatives, also called information parsing. And as Plato taught, as the definition of a thing proves, as is demonstrated globally by the computer, all information is processed with two, and only two parts of speech, a relative and correlative, often called binary processing and binary recursion. It then follows that the two parts of speech are the two witnesses of God. So, we can truthfully say, Adam and Eve were a conjugate binary pair whereby complete induction and deduction produced the human race. Which is only a transformation of. A computer is a machine which functions using a conjugate binary pair whereby complete induction and deduction produces all information processing and all judgments. From the living, unto the dead, one and the same thing is the result. The only power a mind has, in order to do its job, are a conjugate binary pair, that is, in short, the two witnesses of God. No one can escape the judgments of God. Revelation 11:18 And the nations were angry, and your anger is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that you should give reward unto your servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear your name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroy the earth. Which, in short, simply means the survival of the most fit. By biological fact and biblical record, a mind is a life support system. Those that will not do that job have already agreed that they prefer death. A dead head cannot do its biologically defined job. The two parts of speech, the two witnesses of God, reside over the whole of creation. There is no escape, no one can disprove that hypothesis. Are you very sure that you can read and understand metaphor? Revelation 11:3-11:12. And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees, and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeds out of their mouth, and devours their enemies, and if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues, as often as they will. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascends out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, and kill them. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. And after 3 days and a half the Spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. The words continue, of course. However, all of it is the result of the two witnesses of God, the only power a mind can use and recognize. There are two, and only two parts of speech. The only power a mind can function by, that which is all-powerful, is the definition of God. Tell me, how is it so many people claim this or that about God, speaking for God, and yet, not once in the history of man, has any constructed a factually true grammar book, nor is anyone, apparently willing to do so. Hypocrites. We need to learn the power of information processing in order to do the job we are biologically meant to do, and not suffer the incessant babble of idiots, who, among all mankind, will take up this cause, the cause of literacy and truth.
False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the mind with evil. Phaedo by Plato,